Hello dear students and welcome back. So today we are tackling a question from the legendary Madras School of Economics. For those who don't know, MSE is not just a college, it's the Hunger Games for the people who love math and money. It's one of the premier institutes for the quantitative economics in India. And if you want to work with the RBI, the World Bank, or just want to be the smartest person in any room, you have to survive the questions like this one. And MSc loves to test your intuition, not just your ability to punch the numbers into a calculator. So let's see if you have got the economic soul or if you are just a robot in a hoodie. So read the question first. An individual prefers a certain income of $20,000 to a gamble with a 0.5 probability of $10,000 and a 0.5 probability of $30,000. Based on this information, option A says we can infer that he or she is risk neutral. Option B says we can infer that he or she is risk averse. Option C is we can infer that he or she is risk loving, and option number D says we cannot infer the risk preferences. Okay, so let's solve this together. Okay. Now imagine I walk up to you. In my left hand, I have a check for $20,000 and hard cash, no string attached. And in my right hand, I have a giant coin. If it lands heads, I will give you $30,000. If it lands tails, you get $10,000. Okay, the math geeks in the back are already whispering, but it's the same thing, isn't it? Let's check the expected value. Okay, so in economics, expected value or EV is the average outcome if you played this game in million times. So EV is 0.5 into 10,000 plus 0.5 into 30,000. Okay, so it is 5,000 plus 15,000, so it's $20,000. Okay, now look at that. The expected value of the gamble is exactly equal to the certain income, and on paper they are identical twins. But our person in this question said no, give me the guaranteed 20,000. So keep your coin. Now, just a thing. Uh, why did they pick the boring option? Why? Because humans are not calculators. We have feelings. This brings us to the expected utility theory. Now for this person, the happiness, that is the utility they get from a guaranteed $20,000 is greater than the average happiness they would get from the gamble. Right? So if I talk about the risk averse, they hate the uncertainty. They would rather have a bird in the hand than two in a bush. Okay, so their utility function is concave. And if I talk about the risk neutral thing, they only care about the EV. If $20,000 versus $20,000, okay, they don't care. They would flip a coin for it. Their utility function is a straight line. Okay, and if I talk about the risk loving person, these are the people who go to the Vegas and think they can beat the house. They prefer the gamble because the thrill of the $30,000 outweighs the fear of the $10,000. Their utility function is convex. Okay, now back to the question. Certainty choice. This is $20,000. Right? Gamble expected value. that is $20,000. Okay, and the person chooses the certainty. Okay, this means the person suffers from diminishing marginal utility of wealth. Okay, the first $10,000 they lose hurts way more than the extra $10,000 they might gain helps. Okay, so if you prefer the sure thing over a fair gamble with the same average payoff, you are by definition the risk averse. Okay, so the answer will be our option number B. We can infer that he or she is risk averse. Okay, now why not A? Because a risk neutral person would be indifferent, they would not care which one they got. Why not C? Because a risk lover would have taken the gamble hoping for that $30,000 glory. Why not D? Because we just inferred it. Okay, so stay awake. Okay, so whenever you see a question where someone prefers the certainty equivalent over a gamble with the same expected value, don't even think, just scream the risk averse and move on to the next question. Okay, it's the easiest point, you will get all day. Okay, so this was the whole solution, guys. So see you in the next session. Bye bye.